Okay, cool. So firstly, the FRANC app is a South African app that was created by two people who actually went to UCT, which I think is great because I went there. Shout out! Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Unokuhle Khumalo and today's video is about this new investing app I recently heard of. It is called FRANC and I thought it was super cool and super relevant for you guys as my subscribers, so I thought why not do a video about it, and I hope you guys enjoy. So before we get into the video, I've got two disclaimers. Firstly, this is a sponsored post, so I am working with FRANC. However, I have done my due diligence just to make sure that they are a legit app. I would hate to come and recommend something and then you guys lose your money, but I would also encourage you to also do your own checks if you want to. They are a registered FSP and they're a South African app, which is great. Secondly, this video does not constitute financial advice. If you're looking for someone who can help you specifically, please do reach out to someone who is registered with the FSCA and they can help you. Alright, cool. Let's get right into the video. Alright, cool. So I'm going to do this video in two parts. Firstly, I'm going to tell you about the background of FRANC app and investing and why you should possibly look into it. And then secondly will be a tutorial of how you can set up your FRANC account and be on your road to investing. Alright, cool. So guys, if you spend a lot of time watching these financial videos, you'll know that a lot of people will say the best way to become wealthy is to make your money work for you. But what people don't really go into is how you do this. And usually it's in investing in stocks. Some people say saving, or some people say it's a combination. But what a lot of people don't go into is the detail or how you do this. And it's really confusing, especially if you're someone who doesn't have a financial background. In fact, even if you have a financial background, this is not the stuff that they teach us at school. You actually have to look for it. You have to do your own research just to come across apps like these. And this is where FRANC comes in. So when people say invest in stock, invest in companies, it's very easy to say in theory. You know, in theory, invest in this company and you should get a good return. Side note, what is a good return when you are investing? A good return is when you buy shares at a lower price and in the future the share price increases in value. So for example, if you were to buy one share today for 10 Rand and a few years or even months later it's worth 15 Rand, this means you've made a 5 Rand profit or a 5 Rand gain, and this is usually realized when you sell the share. But realistically is that a lot of people, especially if you don't have a financial background or you don't have a financial degree or whatever, or you're not working in corporate, I would say, you might not even know some of the companies that are available on the JSE to invest in. So you don't know what you don't know. So the FRANC app is great because it simplifies your investing journey. So instead of having a wide span of companies that you can invest in, which is great, choice is great, guys. However, if you're not sure, sometimes too many options are confusing. The FRANC app allows you to either invest in Allan Gray or in the Satrix top 40. So with Allan Gray, there is a money market, which is basically like a savings. It's a very low risk. It's best if you want your money urgently. And then there's also the equity fund. So the equity fund is the one that has a lot of shares in a lot of different companies and it's all balanced out, and there's a person who manages that fund and decides where to put the money. And that's what you would go into if you're looking for something more long term. That's Allan Gray. The second one is the Satrix Top 40. The Satrix Top 40 will take the top 40 JSE companies and invest in those companies for you. So the nice thing about this is that you don't have to know what these companies are. Chances are you're so busy, I don't even think you care. However, your money would be invested in those companies. So it's more diversified because it's not just one company, it's the top 40. Right. And I thought that was really interesting because I actually have an investment with Allan Gray in the equity fund, but I know that it's not easy for everyone to invest in this. It's a unit trust, but it's not easy because there's a limit to the amount you have to put in. I think it's like starting from 500 Rand. You can't invest anything less than that, and it's usually recurring. And obviously not everyone has 500 Rand to spare every month. With the FRANC app, there is no minimum. 20 Rand, you can invest. 10 Rand, you can invest. Half tiger, you can invest. Right, so so that's really a great point for me. My top two favorite things about the app. The first one being the fact that you can set a recurring investment. So the biggest step or the biggest challenge of getting into investing is the mental game. actually getting your head into it, actually believing that yes, what I'm doing is going to benefit me in the future. And the hardest thing is actually putting money aside every single month towards your investments. You can do it the first month because you're excited, the second month, yeah, and then suddenly third month, fourth month, suddenly there's something more urgent or something more exciting to do with the money instead of investing, and it becomes harder and harder, which is why having a recurring investment is so great, because you don't have to think about it. It just happens. Every single time you get paid, they'll take off 250. You will not even see it. This could have been spent in a restaurant, on a night out, on alcohol, whatever it is, but instead you're investing it. So the fact that you can set up a recurring thing on the FRANC app is chef's kiss for me, personally, for me. Secondly, I love the fact that the app is built around your personality. So I did this quiz on their actual app, and they asked me questions like, how old am I? What am I trying to save towards? So you can choose. It could be like a big purchase, a house deposit, car deposit, your child's future, like for school and stuff, or you can just be saving for December. You just want to save for a couple of months down the line. Whatever it is, you set your goal on the app and you say, okay, this is the amount I need, and then they'll tell you how much you need to be investing every single month to get there. And I thought that was really cool, because you know what, sometimes we're just investing into air, don't really have a goal, so it's not really exciting because I'm just investing, but like, what if I never use this money? But if you're investing towards a goal, you're investing towards that big December party or that Burna Boy concert that's happening. You need X amount, so you need to put the money in. And when you set your goal, you have the option to lock it. That's my favorite thing. When you lock it, it means you can't just withdraw it until you've reached your goal or until you've reached the date that you set yourself. And I think this is important, because I know people who will invest, and then as soon as they need something or they want something, they'll withdraw from their investments, which is kind of pointless, because what? You didn't even wait it out. You didn't even know if you've made a loss or a profit or whatever, because you were just so desperate to get your money back. Obviously, when you lock your money, it doesn't mean that you can never access it. It just means that you can't withdraw it yourself. You actually have to send an instruction to the FRANC team to say, listen, I want my money. You don't have to give them explanations. It's none of their business. It's just a courtesy to say, hi, please, can you unlock my amount? And then they'll unlock it and you can withdraw it. But the fact that you have to email them and ask them to unlock it is that additional step or that barrier that discourages you from withdrawing from your investments whenever something comes up. Alright, let's enter part 2, the tutorial of the app. So download the FRANC app. You can find it on your Google Store or your App Store, whether you've got an Android or an iPhone. And once you've downloaded it, you'll enter your name, your surname, as well as a referral code. Guys, I have a referral code which will give you a free 25 Rand when you sign up and deposit more than 250. Please do use my referral code. It's just Nokuhle1, so that I'm also able to track who's downloaded. Right, cool. And then once you've downloaded, you'll actually get an email to say welcome to FRANC, and then they'll also ask you where you found out about the app. For you, it's YouTube. And after all these little nitty-gritties, then you actually get into the investing. What are you trying to save for? I chose the emergency fund. Cool. Step 4, you actually decide how much you need to save and when your target date is. So when do you need to have your desirable amount by? I initially said, I think about 10,000 Rand. And then I said I wanted it by December the 14th. That's my birthday, if you didn't know. And then the FRANC app actually calculates how much your monthly or weekly or once-off amount should be. I saw that I needed 1.9 per month and I got scared, so I changed my amount to 5,000 Rand, and I was like, okay, cool, I can deal with this, So once off, it'll be 4.9 and so on. Step 5, you choose your level of risk. So what I like about FRANC is that they show you the different options. They say there's a safe, there's a balanced, there's a bold, and each of these things will tell you how long you should ideally stay in that investment for. So if you want something that's quick, you wouldn't take a bold. Cool. And then when you're actually selecting your risk, they sort of show you these graphs of what your minimum and your maximum return would be. These are obviously just to demonstrate. Nothing is certain, but yeah. And then Frank also has this thing where they have these external links. So if you're actually investing in Allan Gray, you can go on the Allan Gray site and see exactly what you're investing in. And I thought that was really cool. And then now moving on to step 6, where you actually make your deposit. So my bank wasn't actually on this, so I had to deposit using my banking app, which was pretty cool as well, but I could still set up a recurring option if I wanted. And I tried it with 300 Rand because I just wanted to make sure that my money wasn't going to get lost. And yeah, everything was cool. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. Do give it a big thumbs up and leave me a comment down below and tell me whether you're thinking about joining the FRANC app. And if not, tell me why not. If you are using the FRANC app already, oh my word, that is fantastic. Tell me how you're finding it. I would love to hear from you. And I will catch you guys next time. P.S. I'm not married. This is my mom's ring. I'm at home. That's why my view is so gorgeous. I'm at home and my mom was telling me that her ring is a bit tight. So I was like, let me hold it for you. How nice? How nice? Okay, you guys can't see it. I'll put a video here of my mom's ring. Yeah.